Good morning, everyone. This is Sunny, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to today's video. Here's our legal disclosure. While you're watching this, a couple of trades went through on Monday after I disclosed the video. We will go through those trades, and we'll go through the market here in a second. Okay, so let's get started. All right, let's hit the market up real quick. What is the market up to today? Well, we're a little bit up. We thought we were going to be down. They started off in the red, and then it decided to pop up, and then it looks like we're just kind of like chilling here. We will see what today brings. That red Monday that we had, it was very red, and then what happened was in the afternoon it started going up. All right. And when it went up, let's cover a couple of these graphs, what we did. Okay, the first item here would be ET. You see the graph here. Let's get a bigger version here. Okay, I got the 50-day and the 100-day. 200-day here. Let me change the colors, some of the moving averages here for you to realize this better. The 50-day, we want it to be a different color. Let's give it a red color. Well, actually, it'd be a green color. I like to see that on the 50-day. Okay. This is ET with green. Let's make the 200-day indicator red. Okay, go over here, go over to our 200-day, and let's make her red. All right. The reason why I'm doing that is it's very critical to understand some of these indicators. If you guys are new to stock marketing and you guys haven't used graphs or anything, you might not understand this, but sometimes everything goes towards the graph. So when you have an X formation here, like this X right here, when the 50-day and the 200-day collide, something is happening. Normally when the 50-day over succumbs to 200-day, that means it's a bullish move. Okay, but you have to find the right graph for this. Sometimes it could be in the 5-minute. Okay, you see the 5-minute right here where the cross is, where the 50-day, which is the green or bluish or however it's showing here to you, overtakes the 200-day. And so therefore we went into a bullish dance, because what happened was the stock ticker crossed the 200-day, okay, as well as the 50-day. So you always have to watch this, and you have to get the right indicators. Sometimes, you know, it might be on the 15-minute chart. Okay, the 15-minute chart showing that the 50-day is down here below it. So this thing actually showed right here was a cross for the downside. That means the stock was going to drop. When you see it gets real close, that means an action is going to partake here, that the uptrend is finished, and now it's nothing but a downtrend. And now we're coming back up. So sometimes I like to use the 5-minute. It's different for each stock. Sometimes look at the daily chart. See, the daily chart doesn't even tell us when we start dropping, except up in here. Okay, it tells us on this date that the stock is going to go south. Okay, it's going to go south, but it never crosses again. All right, even though it dropped real hard here and it bounced way up here, whereas you can make profits off of that, it doesn't really show that on the daily chart. And that's why, sometimes you have to go look at the hourly chart. The hourly, like the 1 hour chart here on this stock, which is our ET, it had to cross down here. That means we went to we were falling off a cliff here, but we fell off the cliff already here. And the 50-day, you see the stock, it crossed the 200-day, which is the red one, and which the 50-day is following it. And then after a day or so, you can tell we're still in a bullish move because of that cross. So then we know the stock is going to go up. But we don't know when it's going to go back down until you have to track these bands on how close they are. See, So if a stock is going to go up or the stock is going to retrace. It doesn't really state that sometimes here. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing, but it did touch the 200-day and then it bounced back, which was a great thing because the 50-day didn't cross back over and go to a more bearish move. So we're still in if you look based off the hourly chart here for ET, we're still with the bulls. We're running with the bulls. Okay, until we get another cross. Now, a cross tells us something, that we're going to go into the bear side. But look, it's getting very tight up in here. So that could cross. And if it crosses, then what could happen is we could have some downside risk coming in. So you have to understand these charts a little bit. Like me, I like this chart right here. It's showing me it's bouncing up and down even though it's a 5-minute chart. It's only one day. Here, when it went bearish, it just dropped. And that's like, we're only covering like almost 10 days here. It's very tight. This one here, I really like that when it popped up back up here off the 750. And it just went into it like a channel here. So I really like the 5-minute. With the stock, that shows us nothing but green up here. And I also like the 1 hour. Because they're showing the true. This is going into true motion. So here's the lowest point, and look, we're above that low point. Okay, look at that. We're above the 7. We knew the 7 would touch if it touched 200 here and it retraced. That means it's nothing but a bull action. And this was back in May. So we're still bullish all the way until we're not bullish here. So we have to really be careful here because we could take a dip. And so that's how I figure out where our strike price is going to be. So I'm thinking this is on the low side here. Low side here is around $7 on this. My high side is somewhere around, at this peak here, is about $8.50. And as long as I'm within these two channels, I think I'm okay. This is based off of starting from May 1st here. That's for ET. Somebody asked me the other day of what I look for when I pick a stock. Well, first of all, I have to really like the stock. I can go through those, but you can look at my last video, look at the remarks, and see what my response was, and it'll give you like 7 or 8 steps that I really look at when I determine a stock. But first and foremost, I have to like the stock. Okay, now the same thing as Macy's here. Let's look at Macy's. What's going on here with Macy's? She had that big dip. This is money. Green up here and blue is money. You know, when it drops below the red, then you have to be careful because we don't know how far it's going to dip. This is the 1 hour chart here, but I don't use the 1 hour chart for this. Here's the 15 minute. Here's the 5 minute. See? The 5 minute had the cross down here and it's saying that we're in a bullish move as long as you stay above the red. See where the cross is here? Where the stock just drops. And then we did a little bit of retracement here, and then it pops back up, and then here's the cross again, and then the 50-day and the 200-day across again. And that's where major movements happen, and that's why we jumped way up here. Okay, let's look at the... We already seen the one hour on this, on Macy's. Yeah, here's the 1 hour on Macy's. Look, we're above the 200. The 200's a red line. So we crossed here. Okay, this was back in May. We crossed. And then the 50-day took charge. And that's why our stock jumped up. And now it came back down here. But it was still a bullish indicator here because the 50-day is way up here versus coming down here close to the 200 line. So therefore, we're still in a bullish channel here. All this is bullish here until the cross happens. Now we get close to the cross, and you got to be careful because we could go. The bulls or the bears will be fighting. They fought right in this area here. So anytime the 50-day and the 200-day crosses here, and this is the 1 hour chart. This is a better chart for this stock. It's very critical. If you go with the 1 day, okay, it doesn't show us anything. See, we dropped here. We only had one cross, and that was back in November 30th. And that's when we had the, everything started going down. But how do you know when to get back into the stock? The 1 day is not, the 1 day chart for Macy's is not going to help you here. All it could tell you is it's going down. That's not going to retrace. Not even when we attempted to retrace here up to the 200 day, it didn't want to do anything. The chart, look how far the gap is here. So that's how I look at the stock. See, this is how I keep playing it back and forth. And that's how you make money on weeklies. See, remember, we're covering from March all the way into June here. See, there's profits to be made when the stock gets below a certain amount. Okay, then you pull the trigger and you sell your covered calls. Okay, and then when it goes too high, you'll be out of your position. And then when it drops back down, you get some more covered calls. We've been very fortunate here, very good on Macy's here for us. Then again, we don't use the 1 day. What we're using is the 1 hour interval up here, and it's fine. It's making us money. So you have to look at the stock and really look at the indicators of finding out what's going on. Plus, you got to look at the financials of the stocks. All right, let's see what else is going on here. It looks like we turned red here. Let's get back on track. In fact, we might do something here on Macy's. So what's going on here? Let's get with the 5-minute chart. All right, she dipped just around the 750 mark. Interesting. Now our position is the 650, okay, covered call position. So we're still good here. Even though she's dipping down here 746 line, I'm okay with it. I was thinking about, trying to do a little bit of trading on this, but we will come back to this. Okay, let's check on our FireEye. Oh, guess what? Our FireEye decided to go up today. Look it. You see all this green here? That's why I'm in FireEye. You see, it went into the bullish trend. Now all it has CNBC saying it was going to $14. So that's the 5. Let's see what the 1 hour. Yeah, it's been in a bullish trend since April 16th. We crossed. Once we crossed, it's in a bullish trend, even though it dipped below the 200 and then it went back up. You see how it's rolling here? We dipped right here at the 200 again, but look how far the 50-day moving average is. It has a wider gap. That means it's going to bounce back. Okay, let's go with the 15-day. See, 15 days saying the opposite. Says that we crossed below the 200-day. Remember, the 200-day is the red, and the green/blue here is the 50-day. This is saying that we have a bearish move going on. That we're getting ready to cross and go into a bullish move. That's why I go with the 1 hour. The 1 hour says we're in a bear territory here. Let's see what the 1 day says. One says we're in a bearish move here. It doesn't get you close enough to it. So you can make that money off of covered calls and stuff. Yeah, we went up here, we tested the 200-day, and we failed. And that's why she came down. This is the daily chart. So, all right, let's get back to all right, the market's up. That's what it's saying here. How can the market be up and majority of the stocks are down? This is weird. Whenever you see the market is up like this and a lot of stocks are down, that means the big boys are the only ones that are going up. And all the little stocks, they're all going down. You see all this red here? ET has fallen a little bit. I remember we got an $8 covered call against it. I will show you the FireEye. We went down to the 1250 covered call, and we're good here at the 650. Now, what we might do is on Macy's, we might go for this. I was looking at the 750, but it looks like it wants to be below that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the 750 for next week. I think we're just going to go with the 7 for next week and not the 750. We want to have a little bit of insurance on our side. Okay, yeah, our Norwegian cruise line, they had some bad news on it yesterday. They stated they won't be sailing until September time period. So that's why they're dipping. This one we're really going to be looking at on Monday. I'm hoping it's somewhere around $16 to $17 a share. So maybe we could do like a 15 cover call again, like we did before, got some profits off of it. Delta is not down far enough for me. It needs to be below 30. And here, Southwest, it needs to dip. Look at Beyond Meat. It's just going crazy. This thing's not even worth it. I mean, it's not supposed to be above $85 right now. Okay. That's all we got to cover here. As you can see here, We have a 650 call on Macy's. We have a 1250 call now on FireEye. See, we got out of the 13, and then we went to a 1250. And as you can see here, we don't have any position here. So it basically is going away. It doesn't show you the profits here. It would have showed you that yesterday. Okay, here we're doing well with our 1250. And then we also have our ET. Remember, I did this trade after I did the video because I wanted to make sure the stock price went up high enough for us to get some good premium. So I will show you the premium that we get that we got on this. Okay, here's our FireEye position, 1283. We'll still get called away. Anything greater than 1250 will get called away on Friday. Okay, here's Macy's. We're probably going to get early called away if we don't take action today. Okay, and here's ET. As long as it stays over $8, it'll be called away. So, all right, let's go over here and find out what our balance looks like. I know I didn't show you the balance before. Uh-oh. $29,521. It went up $56 today. That's a lot higher than the amounts I've been showing you. Okay, you got to remember something. It's going to be inflated because of the options. Okay, so what I try to do is I try to portray that, the closest number to it. So I'm probably going to say it's going to be $28,500. I don't take all the profits on it. $28,500. Okay, so that's what I'll show on the video. Not no $29,521. Even though this is fun to look at. Okay, let's look at let's look at the options for Macy's. Let's see if there's a possibility that we can do something with Macy's. I don't think so, though. I got this feeling that we might be dipping, that closer to 7. Let's get over here to Macy's. Aha, Macy's dipping even further. 733. Let's see, for the week. I might come down here to 725. Wow. It is dipping. Look, it dropped 32 cents. It dropped 4.12%. We might have to stay in that covered call where we are. Might be our best benefit. Unless we go with the 7. But I don't know if we want to chase it. We did that before and we lost out. It took us longer to get out of a position. But let's hit refresh. Yeah, 733. Let's look at the option chain real quick. Yeah, right now we are in the 650. So 650 will cost somewhere around 85 cents to 86 cents to trade out for the 7. It's not even worth it. Really not. I'm okay with it getting called away. There's no premium up here to get. It's only 21 cents or so if I did do the dollar because it's below 750. So really it would just be breaking even. So it doesn't even make sense at the 734 level. Now, if we were at the 750 level, then it would make sense and we could do the trade and then we get more premium. But it's not worth it. So we're going to leave Macy's alone. Now let's move on to our Excel spreadsheet. Okay, here's all the action that's been happening here. ET, as you know, Wednesday afternoon, I pulled the trigger and picked up $214. Remember, the previous Saturday, this option expired and we got to keep the whole $414. Now I did another eight strike price for the 19 calls, and I'm picking up 214, which will give us a total of $388 at a 4.85% return. Now that's great in a 20-day period. It's just outstanding if it gets called away this time. We'll have to see if it gets called away, because remember, we can't realize this gain until the position's closed. Same thing here with FireEye. FireEye decided to pull the trigger because I seen it got close to 13. It got real close to 13. So I went deep in the money and I changed it out for a $12.50 strike price on FireEye for the same week, for this week. I picked up $513 of premium because a lot of that was real money. And I closed out my old position, still picked up $277 of premium. We get to keep that $277. That's in our pockets. Now, we're changing the price here, of $12.50 for the strike price, so therefore we get $12,500 when it gets called away. Because it will get called away at $12.50 if the prices stay the way they are today. You see a minus 360, but then it's offset here, plus it'll be offset here. All this is ours. And today, you look down here, it shows you a sum of 430 down here at the bottom of the page here. That's where the 430 comes from. And that's a 6.14% return in 11 days in this position. Remember, we had to jump in here. We started off with 500 shares, and we had to jump in with another 500 shares when the share dropped down to $12, $12.20. So we had to go into rescue mode. And then the market popped back up. So that's how we saved her. And we turned out a profit. It's going to turn out to be a profit as long as she stays above $12.50. Now if she's at $12.49, we get to keep it for another week. And we'll put another cover call on it. See guys, we're in it to make money. And this is real money here. All right, on our Macy's, as long as we stay at $650, it's going to get called away. It's going to stay above $650. And if it doesn't, it's okay. I'll keep the whole $633 and then I'll put another cover call on it next week. This is called the big money maker. We get called away. Remember, we went deep into the money. So we will pull out $223, which is a 3.43% for 1 week of work. 1 week. We get paid $223 for 1 week. I mean, I really like this one. You get 11 days and you make $430 on your money at a 6.14% return. All right. Now let's see what the overall profit is going to show us. Yeah, we already covered ET up here. Okay. All right, look at this. This is going to be our monthly totals here. These are the three in question here that we have open position. If everything comes out right, look at this. We're going to be $1,000 over our mark of 780. Okay? $1,000. That means we're going to be over 6% so far this month. That's not counting next week. We still got a whole nother week to go through after these things get called away. Shoot, we might have an 8% month. Let's see what our monthly is. This is what we took in so far. $739 of this money already. We already have close to 3%. Guys, we're making money here. All right. I hope I'm showing you there is ways of making money without putting up too much time into it. Just doing a little bit of research on the weekends. You know, maybe a couple hours during the week. Maybe do a trade or two. But you can actually make money. You could do this on your lunch break. You know, I mean, all sorts of stuff. You guys can see how that you guys can make 3% a month here. And we're going to do this 3% a month every month. Because remember, our objective is to make you money. Not make me money. I know I'm making money. I'm already making money in my 401ks. I mean, not my 401ks, my IRAs that I control, my wife's IRAs. We got like 4 different IRAs going on and all this stuff here, in addition to all these accounts that I have and the account that I'm showing you. See, you can do this too. Millionaires do this every day. Billionaires have other people working for them, and they invest their money every day. Remember, we're not day traders. We're kind of swing traders. We do a couple trades a week. Okay, sometimes we might only do 1 trade a week. Okay, once the volatility slows down on us a little bit, then we'll be going every 2 weeks. Once these prices are not jumping around so much, you know, we'll be making every 2-week trades. Until we can get a handle on the VIX, and the VIX is too high right now. Until the VIX comes down, we can't do every 2 weeks planning. Okay? So we're going to do week to week. I know it's going to be a lot of trades, but it's okay. Remember, we're here to make money. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. I know this one's a long one here. We did a couple of trades on Monday after hours. I just want to explain my concept of why I did those trades. Okay, I appreciate everybody listening. Remember, click the thumbs up button so we can get more people watching. Share these videos with your friends. Subscribe. And put your comments below if you think we need to change our position or look at different stocks. Okay? You know, and maybe we'll bring up your stock during one of these live events. Okay? I appreciate it. And you all have a good day and have a safe rest of your week. And remember, we got payday coming up on Friday. We're going to get paid this week. Okay? We got money coming to us. Or money that we already received from premiums and we get to keep. So we'll see how much we get to keep. We'll cover that on Friday. Okay. You guys have a happy day. Take care. Sunny out.